Hi, it's Thomas here, and today I'd like to ask you if you could do me one little favour. So as I'm sure you can appreciate, it's been a really difficult time in the last few months. Many people have made some big sacrifices and they aren't going unnoticed. We really appreciate the fact that there are managers who are stepping back and taking pay cuts and taking rostered days off to make sure that junior staff are able to function, and that doesn't go unnoticed. It's really much appreciated. I would just say though that things are not in the clear yet, and whilst it's been really welcome support, there are a lot of junior planners and graduates who are doing it tough. Some of us, sadly lost our jobs as part of the coronavirus crisis. Some people are working in a very reduced capacity. There are some people who are very fortunate to be able to be working full-time and busier than ever. And unfortunately, there are still quite a few planners who were looking for work right before everything hit, graduated recently, and it's been a hard few months for people in that sort of position as well. There are a lot of us that were really looking to get into the market before coronavirus hit, and it's sort of really blown a lot of people's chances, and it's been a difficult time. And I'd like to say a lot of us are still very worried about where things are going next. I can tell you I've been putting in a fair share of job applications. It feels like they're going to some sort of void, but we're just not hearing back. And I understand it's a very difficult time for business to make decisions. And I guess one thing that a lot of graduates are particularly looking for is a bit of surety that things are going to get a bit better. I hate to say this because I really love the planning industry and I'm not going to leave it without a bloody big fight, but I think it's crossed a lot of our minds whether we are going to be able to stay in the industry we love or not. So that's one thing that we do obviously have a few concerns about, and we want to make sure that we can stay in planning because it's something that we do love. So I would say that if you are looking to have an extra pair of hands on deck, I'd love to have a chat. So obviously I've worked in planning for a couple of years now while studying, and since graduating I've done a little bit of everything really. On and off. I've done a little bit of strategic work. I've spent a few months with council on their transport team, doing some traffic and transport strategies and some active school travel and a lot of behavioural management planning. Then I've moved into some aviation planning for about a year. And then I moved into working with autonomous vehicles. So it's been a pretty amazing bit of experience that I've had the opportunity and I've really enjoyed. And I think I'd like to try something new as well. So obviously, if you are looking to have someone new on your team, I'd love to have a chat. But I would also say hand on heart that I've, in my 4 years of studying, met some absolutely fantastic graduates, and if you're looking for someone with a bit of a different skill set, I'll be happy to have a chat about that as well. There's been some absolutely fantastic people I've had the opportunity to work with, and I would honestly say that if you are looking to have someone new on your team, a graduate is something you should really consider. I understand that there's lots of pressures to have people with long periods of experience on teams, and that certainly in a consulting sense, sometimes that experience in terms of numbers of years sells. But I would say that from the number of great graduates I've worked with, the level of being able to think on their feet, try something new and be quite innovative is something that I would say is extremely valuable to your business. And I would highly encourage anyone looking to expand their team or get some new people on board to really consider some graduates. I'd like to thank you for all of your support again, and until we talk again, stay safe. We can all get through this, and thank you for supporting the planning industry and its graduates.